So every year for the new iPhone, I always get this case, and I always say when we're looking at these cases for these iPhones, you always find those diamonds in the rough. That cases are so good, but yet this video probably isn't going to get the views that it deserves because it's not a household case name. A lot of you may not even know anything about this brand, but I'm telling you, you better get on them and you better realize that the Smartish Gripzilla is one of the best well-rounded cases for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, I did go out there and purchase this myself on Amazon because this is always a great case. They knock it out the year every single year when it comes to the new iPhones, and I always have to make sure I present this case to you because this case is a very good all-arounder. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Smartish Gripzilla. This is going to be the black tie affair. They also have a few different color options that you can choose from, and of course, they make this for every single iPhone out there. So we just not catering to the Pro and the Pro Max out there. Smartish said, nah, we're going to get you all the iPhone. So let's go ahead and get into it and let's take a look at this case. Now, this case is going to be a little bit I'm not going to say super bulky, but it is going to add a little bit to your phone. And let's just go ahead and take a look at the case itself. So I know one thing that you see right offhand are going to be those aggressive grips on the side, but let's go ahead and step through this case and see what we are working with. So on the inside, you're going to get your Smartish, as you can see here. This is kind of standard protocol. You're going to get that MagSafe ring right there. You're going to get a kind of a soft. This isn't the same kind of hard material when it comes to the inside of it. This is going to have like a rubberized feel, and I think rubberized is good. If you're not going to give us a soft lining, at least give us a soft rubber feel, and that's exactly what they do right here. Down here, I don't know if that's like a serial number to the case or whatever. Flipping it over on the back. Now this back is going to be part of kind of a two texture design. Now on the back here, this is going to be kind of like a hard polycarbonate type design, and this does have a texture. Now I kind of can say this is kind of in comparison to if you're a Kadabe synthesis lover, they kind of have very similar texture. I think the synthesis might be a little bit more textured, but if you know anything about this case, you kind of know where I'm coming from with the texture that's on the back of this. So that's the case that you're going to get the texture you're going to get right here. Now on the outsides right here, it's going to be kind of the same texture, but except it's going to be gripped to really, hence the name, going to be called a Gripzilla. It's really going to accentuate the grips in your hands right here when you're talking about holding the case, and that's really going to give you that extra reassurance that you're not going to drop this case. And this is going to be you can see kind of how much bend and flex is it, but don't get it, this case fits like a glove. Don't get that twisted. It does bend a little bit, but the case still does have some rigidity to it, so it can kind of keep that strong fit when it's on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Of course, you're going to have all of your correct buttons, volume up, action button right here, and on the bottom, you're going to have your accurate cutouts there, and you're going to have that power button. Now, these buttons look like they're all connected one-piece design, so no separate entity when it comes to the buttons. So let me go ahead and grab the scale. Let's see what she weighs, because like I said, this is going to be more of a protection case, not really too minimalistic or anything like that, and it's going to be 61 grams. Okay, so the Smartish Gripzilla hasn't missed no meals out there when it comes to these case meals. They ain't missed them at all, man. So that's kind of what it is when it comes to the actual construction of the case. So let me go ahead and grab the 15 Pro Max and let's slide it in. And there it is, man. That's going to be it on the 15 Pro Max. Now, one thing that I did forget to mention is on the sides, which I think may be new this year to the Gripzilla, is they have extra protection on these sides. So it'll really help when you were talking about that drop protection. Now, let's go ahead and give it a second weigh with the phone actually in the case. And I feel like we're going to be talking about a little bit of weight right here, okay? We're talking about 295 grams. She is a little bit heavy. She got a little bit of a thick one right here when it comes to the Gripzilla. But let's go ahead and take a look around the case. As you can see right here, this is going to be it on that natural titanium. This is going to be standard protocol when it comes to a black. You know, I just love to keep the clean black cases on deck. Just always look good no matter what color iPhone that you have. So let's go ahead and step through the phone itself. So on that top side, it's going to be textured just like the sides are when you were talking about that grip. And that's what it's all about. Gripzilla giving you that texture material and the finger grooves so you can really get a good grip on it. So we love to see that there. Coming along the right side, you're going to get the same texture basically all around the phone. Power button, very nice and tactile, and there I go calling 911. I'm gonna have to get rid of that thing, man, because it's always trying to call SOS. Flipping over on the bottom, you see you get your very generous cutouts. That's a very generous cutout right there. And I actually need to start testing Type-C cables, because what I'm finding is a lot of the brands that make these Type-C cables, the base of them are so big, it doesn't work with some cases. So that's something that I will start to test out a little bit going down the road. And when it comes to the left side, you're also going to get those finger grips as well. As you can see, little ripples, and that volume up, down, all very tactile. So great job, Smartish, with the buttons. All the buttons work A1, very, very good. And flipping it over on that back, as you can see, it has a little camera lip, but those cameras are protected. And when you're talking about sitting it down, you're good to go. You don't really have to worry about anything like that. You know, with the camera being exposed, you ain't got to worry about that. Let me go ahead and type my code in, man, because it's trying to get me to type it in after I tried to call 911. But let's go ahead and continue. So lay on the tail protection, as you can see right here, I am running that tempered glass screen protector, and it does have a little lip that goes around it. Now, when we're talking about drop protection, this I think will give you a pretty good drop, because it have these extra grooves on the side. I know some of us want these gigantic lips that goes around the phone. All right, I know we like big lips out there. All right. Pause. You know how we gotta say it in my videos. You know, I got so many sayings these days. Just about YouTube might demonetize me. They may think I'm talking about something else. But I think you'll be good, because you have the four corners. That's reassured. You have a little lip that goes around it. In this case, just feels like it can take a drop. So that's good. Lay on tail protection is good. Standard protocol. Nothing really too special. Now, what is special is going to be how this Gripzilla fits. So not only does it grip your hand, it also is gripping this phone also. So let's go ahead and take a look, starting with the sides. Very stiff material going all the way around. This is why this case is so underrated. This thing fits like an absolute glove going all the way around, top and the bottom. Also very, very stiff. Once this phone is snapped in there, as you can hear, there, right here, there. Once this case is snapped in, it has a very nice tight fit, and that has always been a characteristics of the Gripzilla. It's always fit A1. The grip has always been on point. That's what I love about it, man. It has such a great fit, and sometimes when you really gotta talk about great fitting cases, you gotta get up there above that $30, $40 price point, but this one's sitting right at 30 and giving you that very good grip. So everything right now is A1, check in the box, buttons A1, protection A1, fit is A1. How does it feel in your hands? And that's going to be A1 as well, man, because the fit is absolutely perfect. Now, I know some of you may look at this case and be like, T, there's no way I want those aggressive grips on the side. But honestly, I don't really think it's that big of a deal, because I really think it does help out so much when you were talking about holding it. Now, when you're talking about how thin the case is, the case may add a little bit of bulk. It's going to add a little bit of chunk to it, but I don't think it's excessive to the point where you're like, I got this huge bulky case on here. I am working construction out there in the yard, in the field, and I need that protection. I don't think you're going to get that level right here, but the grips make this case, the combination of the grips with this grippy material going along the sides make this just feel so good when you are talking about holding it in your hand. And it just falls perfectly to where your fingers will be holding the phone. And that right there gives you that really reassuring grip. Always, when you're talking about adding texture to the sides, that's one. But then when you add actual grip grooves, finger grooves, that's just going to be double the trouble, man. It makes a very good combination to really help you hold on to this phone. So good job when it comes to that. Now, let's go ahead and test out that MagSafe strength. All right, now they have checked on every single thing so far. Fit, buttons, grip, everything. Let's go ahead and test out the MagSafe strength. And I already can tell you right now, they're going to pass that with flying colors as well. As you can see right here, the Smartish Gripzilla always have brought it when it came to the magnets. Very strong magnets, can pick up this base very, very easy. And y'all let me know out there, man. Some people say, T, we need a new way of measuring MagSafe. But if you've been rocking with me for a time, you know this is my measurement tool. This is a scientific measuring tool right here. But y'all let me know if I should switch the way I test these MagSafes up, because I just tell you what, I know strong MagSafe when I see it, and this has a very confident, strong magnet. As you can see, I had to really kind of make it try to fall off. And also testing your MagSafe accessory, as you can see right here, if you want to wear anything like a wallet, trust me, it's going to be very strong. It's up there. You don't really have to worry about this coming off unless you really want that to come off, and that's very good to see when it comes to the MagSafe strength. Smartish always brings a MagSafe, especially with the Gripzilla. So that's going to be it, man. Should you buy this case? I forget to keep talking about should you buy these things. For 30 bucks, if you're looking for a great case, it's going to give you protection, strong MagSafe, great buttons, supreme fit, and Supreme Grip, all for 30 bucks, and they have a few different color options out there, and you can get them for every single iPhone. Really, the Gripzilla is one to have in the arsenal to just really check all of those boxes. I always say this is one of the most underrated cases because it's not a Spigen, it's not a UAG, it's not a Phone Rebel, it's not these big brands that you always hear every year, Otterbox and different stuff like that. No, it's gonna be from a country, a US made country. I think they're up in Texas, Smartish Gripzilla. And it's always been such a great case. And I always like to have this in rotation. Now, when it comes to the looks factory, I know some of you may be like, see, I'm not really feeling the look of that, all right? They got the Smartish Gripzilla down here, but I just don't think it's terrible. I think it's just a clean black case that gives you a two-piece design. It's not going to leave any smudges. It's really hard to beat the Gripzilla for the price point. They used to be priced about 26 bucks, and I think they watched my video when I told them that they can raise the price up just a little bit. And they did it, and they moved it to 30 bucks. But I feel like 30, you are still getting an absolute amazing case. And if you go out there and pick this case up, you will not be disappointed because this will be one of the cases that offers the best grip right now for your 15 Pro Max. And all of the other boxes is checked hard as hell. Hard check for all the other categories of this case. So go ahead and grab it down below. Links down below. Get it on Amazon. I know I'm local in the Atlanta area. You can get it the same day, if not the next day on Amazon Prime. That's always going to be a little tidbit as well. So definitely go check it out. Let me know what you think about it. And if you're looking for some more accessories for your iPhone 15 Pro Max, I will pop that video right here. Go check some accessories out.